Silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On play action, it's Carr. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Deshaun Jackson, 78 yards. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Off the option, here's Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 7. Off the option, here's Akers. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 27. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the option, here's Akers. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Akers. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
snap for Stafford. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. On play action, now Carr. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run. It's Drake. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Stafford on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the 50, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the option, here's Akers.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13 to 10.
Makes the score Raiders 13, Rams 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a play fake. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
All through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And this time he's going backward. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Carr going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford now to throw. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they